This week's What's New segment is brought to you by TuneX of South Jordan and West Valley. More than just tune-ups, we're off-road.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure for our What's New segment. Not too far away from the Great Salt Lake Marina is Steadman's. So before we taped the show, I came over here to talk to David about big Christmas toys. Now, I already saw what Rhea did for small toys, and it's just not enough.
Oh, never enough.
But what I do want to talk about is the 3 different track versions of Christmas toys that guys that like off-road can get. So let's talk about tracked ATVs, timber sleds, and snowmobiles.
Okay.
What's the advantage of each, David?
Well, you know, big differences in all of them.
Right.
Your snowmobile is a horsepower thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, deep snow, big hills, you know, they cut and carve, they've got so much better, but they're not the easiest thing to ride for beginners, and some things there.
I got news for you. There's some of us who've been riding for a long time that still have trouble with them.
You don't go enough, that's the problem. Anybody buys a new sled, I tell him, 2 days. Don't call me until you rode it for 2 days.
2 days. So tell me a little bit about this Polaris.
So this Polaris is the new 850. It's got 9% more horsepower than the old one. They made it a little skinnier. Chassis, all that stuff's basically the same as the old one.
Okay, so let's move on to the second one. Let's talk about timber sleds. Why do I want one of these as opposed to one of those?
Timber sled is the hardest thing to try to explain what it's like to ride one. You can't explain it. You have to ride one.
That's true.
You can't explain it. These don't have the horsepower that the other ones do. You got to shift them. You take your regular motorcycle and turn it into the snow kit. You get around. I mean, you don't have to go as far back to ride. You can get off the trail easier. You side hill through the trees and the rocks, the cliffs. I mean, we've been in some stuff that there's no way you'd ever get a snowmobile in there. You'd be buried under something face first and trying to figure out how to get out of it, you know. Some days last year we had poor snow, and we were up there and we were like, oh, if we were on our snowmobiles, we'd be whining right now and we probably wouldn't have even came. But we rode quite a few rides last year and we're saying, you know, we're in the trees, we're having a riot. And we would have been whining if we were on snowmobiles.
All right, so let's take the third thing for Christmas. Let's talk about tracked ATVs, doing a conversion on the ATVs.
So you can put the track kits on a ATV or a UTV.
Why do I want to do that?
Well, a lot of people have cabins. They're not plowed into them. They're in the mountains, so they get a lot of snow. And they used to have to buy 4 snowmobiles. And how many trips in and out and in and out and out. Now you can buy up to 6 passenger side-by-side.
Are they just fun to play on?
Well, they're fun, but they're not as fun as either of these toys right here, you know. They don't go fast enough. You gotta go fast in the snow to have fun. It's about being in your face.
It's
in your face.
Or on your face.
On your face, your nose is frozen and your cheeks are rosy, then it's fun. There you go.
All right, David, thanks for all the information.
Absolutely, let's go playing in the snow.
All right, do you think there's enough?
It's looking really good. It's looking really good.
All right.
Snow is good.
We'll be right back with more At Your Leisure, and we'll continue with our moonlight walk at the Great Salt Lake.